You know, I'm probably gonna regret wearing these like giant excessive barrettes one day, but right now it just feels right, and we're gonna roll with it. Hello everyone. So you guys know that I am a skincare obsessed human. I just cannot get enough of it, and I always love reading and hearing other people's tips and tricks. So today I thought I would sit down and share with you 5 tips for getting healthy and glowy skin. And I'm super excited to be partnering with Belief on this video. I have a bunch of tips that I hope aren't like the conventional, like, you know, drink 8 glasses of water a day, eat healthy, exercise, get good sleep. Like, obviously those things are all a given, we know it, and I hope that you guys are doing those things, and that will definitely help your skin. But I did want to take things one step further and share with you some of my tips that might not be so obvious, and some little recommendations that definitely help me get the healthy, glowy skin of my dreams without makeup. Okay, first things first, it is double cleansing. Now, you know, there was a time when everyone just liked using makeup wipes. I feel like the world is slowly catching on to double cleansing and how important it is, especially if you are someone that wears a full face of makeup. If you're wearing foundation, cream products, layers and layers of stuff, which I wear when I do my makeup, the only way to properly lift off all of those oils in your makeup is to use oil. Obviously, you guys know oil and water do not mix, and if you're just putting on like a water cleanser and trying to rinse off, it's just not gonna be that effective. So I have 2 of my favorite cleansing oils here. One is actually more of an oil. This is Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse. I've been using Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse on and off for the past like 4 or 5 years. It is just so effective at melting away your makeup, especially waterproof mascara. I'm someone that wears waterproof mascara almost every day, and Pre-Cleanse is so good at really just, you know, breaking it down. It's really gentle. I just basically take like a few pumps of Pre-Cleanse, or I'll take a scoop of a cleansing balm and basically just like smother it all over my face, and your entire face just starts to melt and you look crazy. But you just kind of massage it into your skin, then either add a little bit of water and kind of start mixing it in and getting it nice and like creamy and milky, or what you can do is just take a hot cloth and just wipe everything away. Then that will effectively get rid of the first layer of makeup, and then you would go in with your regular skin cleanser and just cleanse like normal. So the other one that I have here is the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This one is a bit thicker, and this is actually a good option for travel because sometimes, since the pre-cleanse is like literally an oil, it can kind of get a little messy if you travel, if things spill. So packing more of like a solid option like the cleansing balm is normally the good way to go. Also, this cleansing balm smells like key lime pie, just like a random added bonus. But yes, I cannot say enough good things of cleansing oils. And I do also want to flag, like, even when I had acne and really, you know, troubled skin, using oils isn't necessarily horrible for your skin. I remember I was so scared when I had acne. I was like, I don't want to use anything with oils or put a balm on my skin that's way too heavy and it's going to clog my pores even more. That is one really big skincare misconception, and of course you do want to be smart and be using oils that are safe for the skin. A lot of people like to use coconut oil, whereas I don't recommend using coconut oil. It can actually be very poor clogging, but using a specially formulated balm or a cleansing oil that is meant for your skin and meant for removing makeup is definitely the way to go. And that is like the first given step of any healthy skin. If you are wearing makeup, you need to be double cleansing, and those 2 are my favorite. Okay, next tip when it comes to glowy skin is exfoliating. Now, again, something that I feel like is changing with the times and the makeup trends, and for good reason. There's a lot more science out there. I feel like back in the day, everyone would talk about physical exfoliation, and I'm not necessarily pro or anti one or the other, but I do think that exfoliation is really essential to having glowy skin. What an exfoliation does, whether it's physical or chemical, it basically gets rid of that topical kind of dead, dry layer of skin that can make your skin appear more dull and just, you know, not the glowy, fresh baby skin that we're looking for. So using some type of exfoliation is definitely key. Right now I am really, you know, on the train of chemical exfoliations. I find I am someone that does have sensitive skin, and although chemical exfoliation sounds super scary and harsh, it's not necessarily the case. I'm sure you could go off and Google and look up some, you know, good chemical exfoliants or some active ingredients that would be best suited for your skin type. I personally love to use the Clinique Clarifying Lotion. This is almost marketed as like a toner, and you would basically use it after you cleanse your skin, but it is a toner that actually has active ingredients, so it does act as a chemical exfoliant. So for me, I get like dry skin sometimes around my nose, like the cracks in my nose, and like my chin, even kind of depending on the time of year, like my cheeks can even get really dry. So using something like an exfoliation is gonna make sure that those, you know, dead skin cells are removed, and it's keeping, you know, the cell turnover fresh and making my skin look nice and glowy. Now, I am definitely someone by no means that is against physical exfoliations, and that would be like a scrub. If you have, you know, some type of face scrub that has a bit of grit to it, one, I will flag, you definitely do not want to be using any plastic microbeads. That is so bad for the environment. So if your product has that, look for a new product because it's 2020 and we're not here for that. But if it is an exfoliant that is biodegradable and environmentally friendly, a physical exfoliation sometimes can be nice. And I do like using a physical exfoliation, whether it be all over my body sometimes and once in a while on my skin. But for day to day, I do find a physical exfoliation a little too harsh for my skin. My skin personally can just sometimes get a bit aggravated and get a bit red if I do that too often. So using something like a liquid chemical exfoliation is a lot more gentle for daily use. And this product in particular has been just so incredible for my skin. It's one of those things that I feel like ever since I started using this product consistently, I have been getting more compliments more than ever about my skin and how even it looked and how glowy it looked. So definitely love me a good exfoliation and definitely worth checking out. Okay, tip number 3 is to focus on your nighttime skincare routine. Now I feel like it almost goes without saying, but obviously at nighttime you have the most time to rest. Your skin can, chill out, replenish, and really just recover. So that's a really great time to focus on adding extra moisture into your routine, adding really great products that help pamper. And I always say, this is gonna sound unglamorous, but that's when you really have time to let your skin marinate and really just absorb all of these amazing skincare benefits. So really focusing on incorporating really effective products into my nighttime skincare routine that really will help replenish and moisturize and keep my skin looking supple is a huge essential for me. Now this is where the Belif Aqua Bomb Sleeping Mask comes in. I've been using this and I am so obsessed with this. It has been doing absolute wonders for my skin. This is a sleeping mask, so what you want to do is apply it as the final step in your skincare routine. And it just smells so good too. It's like this really refreshing kind of lightweight spring water kind of smell, if that makes any sense. But what's really cool about this product is actually the texture, and I'll insert a close-up shot so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it's kind of like this memory foam pudding that has this amazing kind of jelly texture that's actually really cooling on the skin as well. It feels really good too. You can pop this in the fridge before you do it, and oh my god, your skin will be feeling so good, especially after like a hot day or a long day out in the sun. Now this product really helps recharge your skin, add that glow back in, really moisturize. But what's really cool about this is I found with other overnight sleeping masks is that they can kind of leave like a sticky residue and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get it all over my pillow and it's gonna make a mess. Whereas this one doesn't leave the residue at all, which is really nice. I also just can't stop like touching it. It is like the coolest formula ever. So yeah, you can apply a nice thick layer all over the skin. Like I said, I like to go a little heavy-handed with this step. Put it all over. I even bring it down the neck as well. Sleep in it overnight. The next morning when you wake up, what you can do is wipe it away with a damp cloth, or you can even just kind of massage it further into your skin and just kind of let the product absorb. There's really no rules with a product like this, but using this as the final step of your skincare routine is definitely key. Now, when you wake up, I'm not kidding when I say that your skin looks so dewy and refreshed, and it's like, when you go to the gym, you got like a little bit of a glow going on, or you've really been drinking your 8 glasses of water a day, you wake up looking like that already, and if I can wake up, looking 10 times better than I normally would, I'm not gonna say no to that step into my routine. It has like a really nice smoothing effect on the skin too. It just, it feels so good. Even like on the back of my hands right now, my hands are so dry. Now, if you also do want to double this up as like your daytime moisturizer, you can. I would just recommend applying less onto your skin. Really good actually underneath makeup, almost as like a makeup primer, because it's not an oily or balmy product at all. It really does dry down with no texture. So really good as a base. But yeah, focusing on a really nice, quick absorbing, but really nourishing nighttime product like an overnight mask is definitely the way to go. Ooh, also worth mentioning, I'm sure you guys will care about this because I care about it as well. Belif products are clean at Sephora, which means they're free from over 50 harmful ingredients. They have no phthalates, sulfates, parabens, any of those things. So it's also another product you can feel good about, letting your skin marinate in overnight. One final smell. Just one of those things that just like brings me peace when I smell it. Absolutely love this product. Definitely worth having a solid nighttime routine that will change the game for your skin. Trust me. There's really no bigger skincare pet peeve of mine is when I'm like having a sleepover with girlfriends or whatever, hanging out with friends, and people just don't have a nighttime skincare routine. And I'm like, guys, nighttime skincare is the most important. So take it from me, make sure that your nighttime skincare routine is solid and down pat, because I'm telling you, that is the key. Okay, moving on. The next tip that I have for healthy, even, glowy skin is self-tan. Now, also, real tan falls into this category. If you are gonna be getting a real tan, of course, be using your SPF. SPF is so important. But I am a huge fan of self-tan, and I actually just recently posted a self-tan routine, and I kind of walk you through how I apply self-tan onto my skin and kind of how I contour my skin and kind of give me that even, glowy kind of look, but without looking too overly self-tanned, if that makes any sense. Anyways, I'll link that video up above in case you do want to learn actually how I do that. But the reason that I think self-tan is so essential, at least for me, for having more of the appearance of glowy and even skin, is I actually have, although my skin tans quite easily, I've got quite translucent skin. Like, I feel like it's very thin, And by that, I mean that if I kind of like close my eyes, and obviously if I have no makeup on, you can kind of see all of my veins and, you know, everything that's going on underneath the skin, which is normal. I'm a healthy, alive, functioning human, so that is a good thing. But my skin is very thin, so when I don't have a tan on, all of those veins and all of that is much more apparent, and that makes my skin look 10 times less even because, you know, it's getting flushed in certain areas and there's just things going on. Now, I'm someone that doesn't like to wear makeup every single day, but obviously I like to feel my best even when I have those no makeup days. So for me, doing something like applying a self tan or having a bit of like a real tan on, it just kind of evens out my skin tone and just makes me feel 10 times better in my skin. And I don't have to worry about putting layers of foundation on to even out my skin tone. Putting on a product like a self tan, it just kind of creates that illusion and it lasts for about like a week on my skin. So I really don't have to worry about it, if that makes any sense. Now, I really like the Saint Tropez one. This one doesn't break out my skin at all. That being said, I mainly focus the product on more of the perimeter of my face, kind of like where you would apply bronzer. But yeah, I feel like that might be more of like a controversial tip because it's not actually necessarily improving the health of your skin. It just kind of creates the illusion of healthier, more even, glowy skin. But for me, I know it's always a game changer whenever I put self tan on, especially around my face. It's just kind of like, I mean, for me, it's almost like semi-permanent foundation. So I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And I think it's a game changer, for me at least. Okay, my last tip for glowy skin without using makeup is to use a facial oil or a facial balm and kind of highlight the high points of your face. Now, like I said, I don't like to wear makeup every single day, but if I have, you know, like a little bit of self-tan going on already or no self-tan, and I just want my skin to look really healthy, if I'm just kind of, you know, having like a lazy no makeup kind of day, I will go in with a product like this. This is the Moroccan oil, pure argan oil, or I will use, I mean, I've heard some people like using like Vaseline to do this, which, I mean, that's not necessarily the best to be using on your skin, but I hear people do it. I like using argan oil because that is a product that works really good with my skin. Now, I'll just take like a little drop or two. I'll actually kind of show you a little bit. I mean, I'm not gonna put it on my skin right now because I've got makeup on, obviously. But what I'll do is take a little bit of oil, rub it on my finger, and I'll kind of just like pop that on my cheekbones, around my brow bone. I'll sometimes do my cupid's bow, and then even sometimes kind of like on the sides of my forehead. But it gives your skin this kind of beautiful sheen, and you have that kind of lit from within. There's no sparkles or anything like that, but it's just like a glow. So using something that does have more of like a balmy texture or a facial oil and really focusing on those high points of the face, whenever you hit any light, like it's just gonna look so juicy and plump, and your skin's gonna look delicious and hydrated, and that is really everything I want. I just want my cheeks to look like plump little cheeks. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm getting a little crazy over here. But yeah, I think facial oil is the absolute way to go. It's also a product, like something like the argan oil is actually good for your skin as well, and it's gonna help, you know, topically soften the skin. Doing something like that will definitely just elevate it just like by one little step, you know? So that's it. Those are all of my big secrets. That's everything that I've been doing lately, and I'm so happy with it. I feel like my skin is probably in the best place that it's been in a really long time. As always, you guys know I love to chat with you guys and have discussions with you. So leave your skincare, glowy skin hacks down below in the comments and I'll check them out. And maybe I'll learn a thing or two, or maybe I'll try something else out. So definitely let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give the video a thumbs up because that definitely helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. Other than that, hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, do all the things. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!